Welcome to this week's Week That Was. The Week That Was is an opportunity for us to look at stories in business, stories in the world of corporate governance, and given the importance of culture to these stories, to try and decompose and understand what the cultural lessons are, and then look at how we can step forward in a practical fashion. I want to focus this week on a bad news story. The story essentially looks at UK business confidence. So UK business confidence dropped to a record low, driven by rising unemployment and rising energy costs. So this creates a new challenge for business where the culture of the organisation is critical to its resilience and perhaps its very survival. So what can we practically learn? How do business leaders need to deal with these times? There is one key pressure point, which is the tone at the top. So option a business leader can basically say the following: we're living in very difficult times. We have to tighten our belts, and there is a risk that we'll go out of business. Now, what does that message create? It creates fear. It creates threats to psychological safety. It demotivates, and it increases the chance that when we look at UK business confidence at the end of October, it will be even lower. Option B, you remind people of what's made this company strong. You tell stories about what's made this company strong. You remind people that this company has been through some very difficult times, but has not only survived, but has grown to excel, it's learned lessons, and it is stronger as a result of those difficult times. So you express your confidence, not in some blind, overly optimistic way, but in a realistic way. And you then say to people that if you're concerned, I want to talk to you. If you're concerned, your leader, your line manager wants to talk to you. Let's talk about the challenges that we have as a business because we're in this together. That's the tone at the top that I would prefer businesses to embrace during this period of challenge. This week saw me deliver a webinar on the topical requirement on organisational behaviour to the African Federation of Internal Auditors. Very well attended, very good questions, but quite a warm reception to an initiative that really is going to challenge our profession, I think, for the better. Next week will be a bittersweet week for me. It's my final week as president of the Chartered Institute of Internal Auditors in the UK and Ireland. A chance for me to give a final speech to the annual conference and the AGM. On the sweet side, I travelled to a new country, to Serbia, to deliver an address on behalf of the ECIIA, which I'm very much looking forward to. Anyway, thank you for listening to me. That was the week that was. See you next week.